Silence in the pews! The pews! Tell them, pews, silence.
He made me come, he bribed me with drinks, and then he told me that I had to keep signing up even if I had no poetry to read. I just had to go up there and read.
And I was also hoping there might be some pretty girls here. So that was my my ulterior motive, yeah.
Any luck so far?
No, all the pretty girls I already kind of know, and they're all in relationships, so, or not interested, so, no.
This one's called The First Time I Saw Boobs.
What would you say to convince someone to come down and try this out?
Well, God.
You ain't no 5-dime motherfucker, ain't no 9-5 motherfucker neither. You Johnny the fucking Flipper Johnson, and don't you ever, never, ever, never, ever, never, ever, ever, never, 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 ever, never forget about it.
One friend broke a chandelier in his enthusiastic applause.
Blew out the brakes on my Christmas 10-speed going down a hill in Bradley Park, trying to halt before hammering into the park marshal's front bumper.
Explain to me why poetry and a bar scene works. I mean...
Other than the fact that most poets drink themselves into oblivion.
The more I drink, the more likely it is that I'll actually get on stage, although there's not really a stage, I guess.
Friends don't have to be people. You seem to think I'm some sort of pumpkin and you're relating to me just fine. I ain't never thought of it like that. I did used to have a pet rock, but I got rid of him because he had a bad case of the sass mouth and he skipped hella good.
Faintly scented urine. I would read more of this, but it gets confusing the further you go into it.
Do you still get nervous when you're reading?
I do, yeah. I like to think that I read well, but quite frankly, a lot of people don't see the fact that I'm shaking the entire time that I read. Every time I come with some new piece of poetry, it's so fresh. Half the time it's something that I haven't even come to terms with in my own being to be able to forgive or move on or whatever. Baiting the flesh of exit wounds into a symposium of dream-catching, wordless scoffing, and masturbatory filth.
To be honest, the people who have actually gotten up and performed so far, I'd like to imagine that they wrote their material sober because it's been really well thought out.
Blathering on about literary aesthetics, much to the chagrin of the nearest bodily organs who can't understand a single word he is gesticulating in frilly prose with noticeable lack of punctuation.
Poetry is a very naked art form.
Try to keep your clothes on. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha.
Breakfast. This next one is not about James Joyce.